This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're at Macklin's Gym Marbella here in Marbella. With me, I've got the king of Marbella himself, Big Sexy Sean Turner.
Boxers here.
What's happening?
All good, my friend.
You looking well?
Yeah, training hard.
Yeah. New haircut?
Looking for fights. New haircut, yeah. Badass haircut.
Yeah, it is. Done in Marbella?
No, this was done in Ireland last week before I come over. By Atman's Haircut. Follow them on Instagram.
Oh, free plug, free plug. First of all, you've been watching some of the Olympics. It's been a little bit disappointing as far as results go so far for.
Yeah, well, Ireland. I've only seen. I only seen Paddy Barnes yesterday, but he was unlucky. I thought he could have just nicked it, but listen, it is what it is, you know. He was tight on the waist, so he said in an interview after, and he looked a bit tired, but I still thought he'd done enough in the last two to win the fight. Listen, what can you do now? It's done and dusted, and onto the pro game now with Paddy, I hope.
I'm sure there won't be any shortages of offers for Paddy if he decides to turn pro. So.
No, listen, I wish him all the best. I hope, hopefully he turns pro and maybe ends up over here. You never know.
You never know.
You just never know.
He's always rocking a t-shirt, so you never know.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's been defeats for people like Galawia Fire, Anthony Fowler as well. So again, it's been disappointing in that way.
Yeah, they've come up against. They've had a hard draw. Your against the Cuban and Fowler against the Uzbek, was it? They're two great fighters. Them two lads who they fought. So no shame on them. You know what I mean? They got there, they've done what they've done to get there their whole lives, and listen, I can only do what you got to do, and the better man won in the night.
Absolutely, and like I said, it's a shame they got themselves there, and it just wasn't meant to be for them.
They just got the tough side of the draw, but listen, you have to be prepared to go out there and fight the best if you want to be the best, and listen, it just didn't happen for them.
Anyway, on to you. More interestingly, on to you, shall we say. Still only 7 fights.
7 fights. I'm fighting in September, and let's cut the story a little bit short here. Gavern, we want you in the 9th fight, you bum, you American waste of space. I'm gonna destroy him. If he sends me a contract to go to America, I will go to America. He wants to come here, he wants to take the money. He's not taking, I will fight you for everything all inclusive, my wages, your wages. Let's do it, whenever. Anytime. You say think I'm the best thing since fried ice cream. I am the best thing since fried ice cream.
You two have obviously been tweeting one another for quite some time now, and it seems to have sort of gone back and forth for probably the last year and a half. I've been talking to you a year and a half when I interviewed you about Jason Gavern. He's always vocal, he's always said that he wants to fight you, send the contract, that's been his words on Twitter. Can you not get him over here, or?
I'm sure we can get him over here, you know what I mean? Like, what does he want? What type of money is this man looking for? Look at his last fight against David Allen. No disrespect to Dave Allen, but that was an absolute disgrace. You know what I mean? It was not even a boxing match. He was going down. I think he wanted to suck Dave Allen off more than he wanted to fight, to be honest. You know, the more I looked at the fight, the more he was on the ground, picking himself up and whatnot. He's an old man, a bum. He's gone bald. He's white teeth. He looks like, I'll tell you, I'll drive them down his throat.
What's the realistic chance of this fight happening? Because it has been just talk at the moment.
I've spoken to my manager about the fight. It's all down to him. Gavern's up for the fight, I'm up for the fight. But was it worth my while, really? Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to fight him. Why do I need to fight him for? Make me look bad on TV or whatnot? Because that's all he does, make fighters look bad. But he gets knocked out most of the time, so maybe if I take him out in the first or the second, I won't look too bad.
Obviously, he's been in with just about everyone, and he's fought a lot of our fighters, Anthony Joshua and Dave Allen more.
In fairness,
recently.
He's been in with the best, but he's been knocked out every time, so he probably gets paid well, you know what I mean? He must get paid well to be knocked out every time, because there'll be a few screws loose if you ain't getting in there for not good money anyway.
I'm sure this video will entice more comments, might push the fight further.
Yeah, let's get it on, man. I'm there, you know what I mean? I'll fight this lad any time. My next fight, September, October. We'll make Gavin number 10.
What has your manager actually said about this, about the chances of this happening?
He just has a laugh on Twitter, just be laughing at the comments Gavin puts up and the stuff I put up, you know, about Gavin. But listen, if we want to get the fight done, we're going to have to sit down and talk and be realistic here, you know. Is Gavin, we're going to come over for the money that we'll offer him? I don't know. It's up to him. Now, if he really wants, we can go. I'll fight him, no problem, for both purses. That can be in the contract, whatever. Because I know I'm going to win. If I don't beat him, listen, what's the point of me boxing? He's a bum. He's an American bum. He's nothing.
What do you make of the domestic heavyweight scene at the moment, back in England as well?
England, yeah, brilliant.
Obviously, we saw David Allen, Lucid Dillian White recently. Talk of Anthony Joshua possibly taking on Hughie Fury at some point. That's been the talk for the last sort of few days.
The fights in the heavyweight scene is booming. I think it's great. I see another Irish guy's gone to the Fury camp now from an old sparring partner of mine, Con Sheehan, has gone to Fury's gym. He would be in England as well. There's Hughie, there's Joshua, there's Alan. Alan's a great fighter. I was sparring him downstairs. He's a head like a nut iron. You know what I mean? You could hit him with a baseball bat and he still comes forward. He's a good lad, sound, nice fellow. Do keep in contact with him on Twitter. Just look, 2 more fights and I'm in the mix and that's it, you know. These people are gonna have to start beating these people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it seems like you've been around for so long, but you haven't been around for that long.
This year I've had a bit of bad luck with fights. I've felt 3 fights at least that fell through for me, you know. So I'll be really only getting my first fight in September. But I've been still in the gym and I've been still training, and my last fight fell through in Birmingham. The guy came in and he was under heavyweight, after fighting a heavyweight. So I've just had a bit of bad luck this year, but listen, we get going by September, October, November. If I got 3 fights in by the end of the year, this time next year I'll have a belt around my waist.
And we're obviously still waiting Tyson Fury's rematch with Vladimir Klitschko, due to take place at the end of October.
Yeah.
Spoke to you loads. You've been up there in camp with the Furies. Sparring. What do you reckon happens in that rematch?
Yeah, Fury wins again, you know. He does the same again. I'm sure Klitschko's going to prepare a lot harder this time. But so is Fury, you know. Fury's no easy. He might act up a little bit on the telly, you know, but behind closed doors they do serious training. Serious trainers, don't messing. Peter Fury is a serious man, a serious trainer, one of the best. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm actually going to come over to Fury's camp sparring again in October before he fights Klitschko.
Okay.
To do some sparring, and I think I might be fighting at the end of October myself, so it's going to suit me, you know.
Yeah.
I was only on the phone to Tyson a couple of weeks ago. He had a new baby boy. Well, congratulations, Tyson.
Yeah, absolutely.
The new boy, the new champ.
Yeah. So, how many fights do you anticipate having, ideally, for you before the end of the year?
Hopefully 3, if all goes well, and no bad luck comes in this time, you know.
I saw that thing you posted up, the 10 commandments of the gym. I hadn't seen that before, actually. Do you obey every 10 commandments? Do you?
You're putting me in it now, Kugi.
Do you? Well, you posted it out.
Yeah,
you posted it out.
I stick to most of them.
Yeah?
Maybe not the house cleaning one, tidied up. Yeah.
Who wrote that? Anno? Did he write that? Who wrote that?
I think Anthony Fitzpatrick done that, yeah.
Okay, it's quite good. Yeah. I reckon there's at least 5 of them you don't do on there. I don't want to read them out, but I reckon there's 5 of them that at least you don't do on there.
I stick to them all.
That was the best one. If you break it, fix it.
Yeah.
Do you fix it if you break things in there?
Well, I broke the telly the other day and I got it fixed again, so...
Alright, fair enough.
I've stuck by them.
You have stuck by them, indeed.
Yeah.
Alright, well listen, Sean, Dave Allen then.
Gavin, you're next. You bum. You're getting it.
I hope the fight can happen, because...
Yeah, it's going to happen. It has to happen, you know. I have to shut him up just to prove that I'm the better fighter. By a mile, everybody knows already I'm the better fighter, but just to shut him up, to see him with his mouth shut.
Alright, well let's see if this...
He's a very big mouth. If you actually look at his Twitter page, his mouth is about that size, from ear to ear. He's a pair of teeth like a horse.
Alright, no comment. Sean, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and listen, we'll hopefully catch up with you when you're in England. Hopefully spend some time around the Fury camp leading up to his rematch.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
I'm sure we'll catch up with you then.
It's a pleasure, mate. Thanks very much.
Alright, KUGAN, CASSIUS, Sean Turner, IFL TV, thank you very much.